Hello, Taurus. Welcome to the Black-Hearted Oracle. Now, before we get started, I'd like to pay homage and reverence to Mother Sustainer, Father Creator, and of course, my beautiful ancestors. Now, what you see laid before you is part 2 of your Rod and Staff reading, and part 2 is called Soul Guidance. Okay, let's get started. This is guide. It says a guide, mentor, a trustworthy ally. The next message is Spider, and it's number 43. And it says, the body is shaped as an 8 for infinite possibilities of creation. 8 legs stand for the 4 winds of change, the 4 directions of the medicine wheel. It says, male, female, physical and spirit, balance of past and future. So it's having those things in balance. The ethereal plane of creation, strength and gentleness, creativity, weaver of faith. The next message comes from the Earth Magic, and it's love, compassion. It says, studies by the Heart Math Institute reveal that the electronical signals from the heart are up to 60 times stronger than the brain's. And the magnetic field is as much as 5,000 times more powerful. Our thinking patterns affect our feelings and in turn our reality. What we put out, whether it is love, fear, empathy, sadness, and so forth, contains an incredible amount of power to shape and influence our reality. When the focus of our attention and intention is love and compassion, we recognize no separation between self and other. Respect the fact that your heart is a giver and a receiver. Righteousness, fear, anger, judgment are some common ways to block your natural desire to love. Forgiveness is not only letting go of judgment, but also seeing through the illusion that you and all that is are separate. Look about you and inside of you, and do your best to love whatever you see. The next message is 13, and it's Beauty, Friendship Bundle. It says, the beauty of a friendship creates an energy that is seen in the person full of love, expressing your highest nature with another, who is equally engaged, rings bell of joy for all to hear. What can you do to heal the turmoil in your world? Become a true friend. Create your friendship bundle and hang it around your neck. Like a great bird of prey, feel yourself softening in the westerly winds, knowing the grace of dreams realized. People are known by the stories they tell. Your stories are constructs of the people you have met along your journey. Ultimately, the grandest and most beautiful is the story of meeting and sharing the journey with a kindred spirit, a true friend. The next set of messages comes from the Abundance Angels deck, and it's Moonlighting. It says you can start working on your dream career part-time while keeping your other job to pay your bills. Soon your dream career will take flight and fully support you. The next one is Positivity, Faith, and Optimism. It says you open the door to positive experiences and opportunities with your positive expectations and energy. Do not allow negative energy to temporary setbacks to interfere with the path that you are on. Keep faith and keep going. The next set of messages is from the Blue Angel deck, and it's 9 of Fire. And it says, don't give up, protect that which you have created, have courage, believe in yourself. The next one is the Moon. It says, important psychic insights, events behind the scenes, release fears that hold you back. Your final message is 12. It is time to start your journey. And it says, scraped, bumped, lumped up too. Oh yes, your soul is battered and bruised. Oh yes, it's time for you to make a choice. The cries from your spirit is now a deafening voice. Life at times calls us to our path, but we are so distracted by the trappings of the physical world that we drown out the internal voice of integrity. Standing on a road filled with tremendous obstacles, blockages, and detours. All the while, the still The still steady voice awaits the day you submit, like the prodigal son returning to the father's house, aka the seat of the soul, in order to reclaim your birthright. Gaining access to the map. Gaining access to the map of. Sorry, I don't know what happened to the rest of your message. No, sorry. Gaining access to the map of your life's journey. You have come to a time of soul retrieval. Your past lessons have brought you to this point. Let go of the ego's hand and take hold of your higher self. Your destiny and your legacy is stretched out before you. So place your feet on your true path, because it is time to start your journey. Oh, okay. So Taurus, what this is saying is you seem to be going through a time where you can create what you want. But you do have to remember that word sound is power. That was from your last reading. Is that you have the ability to create whatever it is you want. Because with the spider, it says infinite possibilities of creation. So that's good or bad. You know, so if you're having a temporary setback, don't allow that to stagnate your path. You know, you have to be able to stand guard over the things that you're wanting to create. And if you're trying to create something and you don't have all the knowledge of it, then it's time to find a mentor or a guide, somebody who can show you the way. And maybe this person can be a friend to you, because it seems like you're in need of it. And you have to remember that out of the heart vibrates your life. So be careful with your feelings and the things that you're thinking and saying, because you're going to create more of it. So if you don't love it, do not dwell on it. Because remember, positivity and faith and optimism can help you manifest what you really want. And you just have to don't give up. You have to protect what you're creating. And then moonlight. If it's something to do with your job, you have to moonlight until your career can fully support you. And remember to stay in a state of love and compassion for yourself and for others while you start your journey. Okay, I'm just going to lay out the cards. And it says number 37, the Candy Cane Angel. It says, it's time for a treat. The Candy Cane Angel, It is time for some little luxuries that will reconnect you with your self-love and self-worth. She too holds back from giving to herself. She is such an earnest and industrious being. It is time for some fun. You feel guilty about giving yourself pleasure. But I can bring myself to just sit. Can I bring myself to just sit down and taste every moment? I have to wonder if it's the right time, if I've done enough to earn this treat. Wonder why I should get this when so many do not have a single candy cane for their own self. I torment myself. Next time you ponder a gift to yourself, a massage, a treat, a spiritual workshop, a delicious meal, time to laugh with a friend, a long rest or nap, meditation time, a space clear. When you energetically tell yourself, I am way too busy for that indulgence, you are really saying, I do not deserve that. Give yourself that which you have been denying yourself. You do deserve it. It is definitely time to have a treat, to give yourself the thing that you have been putting off until you have worked hard enough or saved enough money or done without long enough. These things can tip over into almost habitual habits. You truly deserve some pleasure in whatever form you have been denying yourself. Do not rationalize or talk yourself out of it any longer. Go have some fun. some delight, some tasty treats. In whatever form, food, clothing, luxuries, or experiences. They are necessary for your spiritual growth. Step out of the consciousness of lack and into consciousness of I deserve, and grant yourself this lovely moment of luxury and enjoyment to restage a grand entrance into your life. So as you can see, she, as the high priestess, is denying her empress energies, because they look very much in tune with each other. So you're denying your empress energies, and the truth of it is that you need to cut out whatever is blocking this self-love. Whatever has you feeling that you do not deserve, you need to be more compassionate with yourself. You know? Stay in a state of being positive and optimistic. Stand guard over your heart. Look for guides and friends that can bring you back to a state of enjoying your life. Because you cannot just work like a workhorse and then not enjoy anything out of it and say, maybe one day. We don't know how long we have on this earth. So use your truth and realize that you are an empress. And you're not to give up on yourself with this compassion. Have compassion for yourself. It's absolutely necessary that we should have compassion for ourselves. The next message is Angel of Time, working too hard. Again, I have the Moon, the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Coins with the Ten of Cups. Then we have it says, working too hard. The Angel of Time looks very fierce and stern, and that's because you need to hear her message. If she appears to you in a soft guise, it would be too easy for you to overlook her message and just continue on as if she never visited. The truth is that you are forcing yourself beyond your energetic limits at this time, working too hard, self-loving and connecting with the universe way too little. So, she has appeared to remind you of what it is you are turning your world into. One big machine, where you are one cog in it. You are an important, soulful, beloved being, but the world of work is not going to end if you step away from its mechanism for a while. It's time, she says. For a time, will you listen? I'm getting straight to the point here because someone really has to tell you. Stop giving so much of your work. Stop giving so much of your work. All your time, your energy, your passion. Take better care of your health. This is a time to fulfill all those promises you've made to yourself, but barely made even the effort to keep. Meditate. Eat well, take up gentle exercise, change unhealthy emotional patterns that are compromising your well-being. These are the challenges you need to set yourself. Gaze into a candle's flame, write down one true thing about you, love about all your friends, pay close attention to all the messages and your body has sent you, and make changes you need. Time for a break from mechanical, technical work is needed. Please take breaks from electronic devices like computers, cell phones, and even iPods, clocks, and watches. It's time to simply rest in nature's embrace. Swim in the ocean, float in the lake, walk in the forest, meditate in a cave, camping, hiking, gardening would be the most beneficial at this time. It's time to unwind the tightly coiled spring and detach from the mechanisms of deadlines and immerse yourself in nature's time of truth. Again, it's saying that you need to have compassion for yourself. To give yourself your cup of love. It's nothing wrong with it. whatever it is that is keeping you in a state of not embracing your Empress energies, it's time for it to be cut out. Because you're here working yourself to a tizzy. And all the while, everything that's hitting from you is everything that you want, is your 10 of Pentacles and your 10 of Cups. But it's hidden due to your work, because you're not compassionate enough for yourself. Right? You're standing your ground in your frustrations with your work, because you're on a higher ground, because you know that you put in the energies. But what really needs to happen is you need to take this time of rest to recuperate your self-love and the self-compassion. The next message is release and the 8 of Swords in reverse. It says, see all that you are, for you possess a power that you have yet to understand. This may feel daunting, but great freedom awaits you as you meet your shadow self. Profound inner wisdom is coming to you. Stand steady. You are more than you know. I can no longer keep your secrets. This is about personal responsibility and release of blame. It is time to clear the debris and move on. You cannot move forward while you continue to hide. This indicates healing family or origin issues. Am I ready to face my past and let go? Release dwelling on past, righteous anger, changing in consciousness, judgment day, seeing clearly, hidden truth, great discovery, healing, remission, integrity. So again, as I was saying, like, it's time to heal this. Whatever voices that are running into your head that has you in a state of unknown about this love that you can have for yourself and this deep compassion, it's time to put an end to all of that. Because the truth of the matter is you are an Empress, right? But you're hiding it. You're hiding it behind your work. You're hiding it behind your status. And you don't feel worthy of all the love and joy that you have for yourself. But if you can release these negative thoughts, I mean, because the 8 of Swords is in reverse. So it's telling you, again, release these thoughts that are keeping you trapped in your head. Because this person is surrounded by his emotions and his thoughts. You know, and she's surrounded by, her emotions are raining down on her, and she is surrounded by her past. Because she's in a graveyard. All these things are dead. It's time to release these things. The next message is facade. Yeah. Okay. Personal comfort comes with this metallic energy and a deep need to discover your true self. Earthly values and care for others are also represented. Being cut off from feelings may be a challenge. Recover who you are and rethink your journey. This is who I am. If you are unhappy in your relationships, you may be relating to others through a false sense of duty. Give up being something you are not. Bronze God is about reclaiming life. What have I done to heal my childhood pain? Disassociating from yourself, reclaiming your life, healing childhood pain, recovery, integration, and play. So many times your cards are saying the same thing, is that you need to have serious compassion for yourself. Don't continue to drown out the fact that you need to treat yourself. You cannot get lost in your work. Release the facade that you're happy. It's only hurting you. If you have pain from your childhood, from your past, that is still swirling around in your head and causing you to feel in a state of lack, to cause you to feel trapped in your head, it's time to let that go. Because you have so much love and compassion that you can offer yourself. Before you think about offering this to someone else, you need to heal yourself and offer it to yourself. So that you can be this wise hermit who walks around with his healing as his guiding light. And then can enter a state of true celebration. Because you are reclaiming your authenticity. The next messages are mysticism, the Five of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, the Fool, and the Hangman. It says, this is a time of trusting in the unknown. You already sense the answer, even if it is not apparent. Do not ask others what they see, for you alone see into the heart of the matter. Trust your intuitive powers to guide you. You are not to know. It is wise to be the observer. Do not respond until you are certain. The unknown is not easy, but it is no longer necessary to fear. Am I ignoring my intuition? What I suspect is probably true. I must breathe. Ignoring signs, unknown motivation, intuitive knowing, fear of the unknown, journey, intuition, courage, uncharted. So again, this card always signifies to me of going outside of self in order to find something that you're looking for, which is only going to leave you in a Five of Pentacles state of lack, of feeling shut out and overburdened, because everything you need is within you. But you're going to have to take this leap of faith, and look at things from a different perspective, so you can release these things, these facades of having to seek outside of yourself for the very thing that is yours to possess as long as you want it. The next set of messages is Quest, the Nine of Staffs, the Ace of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Nine of Swords. Okay. It says, Navy combines the blue of communication with the darkness of the unknown, allowing us to discover the truth. There is bravery here and an ability to face the truth head on. When I am somewhere else, my life will have meaning. You may be on a quest that is unnecessary. Allow yourself the space of self-discovery. It is time to take a risk. Where in my life do I need to walk my talk? Being open to wisdom. Imagine dangers. Commitment to path. Conquer, journey, answers. Again, this leap of faith that needs to happen. Because you're not feeling worthy of the love and compassion that is your natural birthright. But you have to take this journey. This soul journey is calling to you. So many times in this reading, it's telling you it's time. It's time to take this journey. It's time to stand guard about this opportunity that you want and get out of your head about it. You're not going to get out of your head until you take this leap of faith. Because this is stagnation here. And this is a slow, slow moving opportunity. Why? Because you don't feel like you deserve it. You don't feel like you have the time. Because you're overworked. But everyone deserves the time to do the self-discovery and the healing that's necessary for them. Sorry, I'm going to check and see if my camera's still recording. Yes. Okay, almost done. All right. Wisdom is the last one. And we have the Queen of Staffs, the Devil, and the Chariot. I'm going to rush through because I don't want this video to cut out. I'm so sorry. Wisdom. Okay, it says, this is earth green, which brings wisdom, patience, and acceptance. Sage is perfect when you need to prove nothing. When you choose simply to be wise, there is an ability here to bring serenity to a situation, and indeed it may be needed. Wisdom is knowing the difference between a calculated risk and stupidity. Is there some wise counsel that you have sought and only to ignore it? Are you trying to do something alone? A solution may come from those more experienced than yourself. Stay in the present moment and do not let your thoughts jump ahead. Do I go with my heart or against it? Am I ready to live in leadership? Wise counsel, focused energy, honoring self, contribution, being chosen, contentment, transformation, maturity, tranquility, and support. Again, over and over again. Where is it? That you're going to need guides if you're not. Because this person is self-determined and she's creative, right? But these devil energies, you have to harness both of these to move the darker and the lighter of the energies, to gain wisdom. Learn what you need to learn from what you've been through with these energies, right? And don't forget to use your heart as a guiding post. Because so many places it spoke about your compassion and your truth. I'm trying to find these cards, sorry. But it's time, Taurus. It really is. So really think about what you have learned. And it's time to be compassionate to self. So I hope these messages found you well. I hope that you I hope and pray that you find your higher self in the quiet places, and may Ma'at hold you in her loving grace. Ashe.